Hi everyone. So I'm going to be doing this beautiful pedicure with a starfish. Thanks for joining me on my life on a hill, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. So I'm showing you right here that my client's pedicure, previous pedicure, she did on her own without a base coat, which turned her nail bed the color of the nail polish, which by the way was a like a maroon, a very deep maroon color. So because I'm not doing a spa treatment but just a dry pedi, I'm trying to clean it as best as I can with of course starting the normal routine, which is a pushing back the cuticles and filing down the nail and basically filing the nail bed. Um, so today the pedicure angle, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, I'm not a teaching um, YouTuber, I am just a doer. So if you guys would like to see a better angle, I will be working on my tripod and getting a new one, but for right now I'm only putting up like 2 videos a week or maybe every so often. So um, I don't want to keep investing in something if I don't know if that's what I'm going to keep doing. But anyways, stick back, relax, and watch the process. And today, um, I wanted to talk about friendship or friends. So I have 2 boys, and I'm always trying to teach them life's lessons based on our experience, meaning mine and my husband. So when it comes to friendship, I've learned through being 47 that on the most part, people are what they call the D word. They're jerks. Friendship goes both ways, and most of the time, I'm a friendly person, and my oldest son isn't. And he's always telling me, Mom, it's hard for me because I'm quiet and you're so outgoing and you talk to anyone, everyone, and that's the truth. My youngest one is more like me, and my oldest is more like my husband. But that's fine. So, because I'm friendly, I talk to a lot of people. I get to meet a lot of people, and what I expect from certain people is not what I normally get. If I'm a friend to you, and if I'm true and and an honest person, but throughout the years of meeting people, it's like I feel like I'm always the one trying to keep up the relationship. If I don't call or text, hey, how you doing? It's not reciprocated. Now, I've had friends since fifth grade, and my BFF since what, seventh grade. Yeah, that's different. Of course we grow up, we go our separate ways, but we keep in touch. And if it wasn't for Facebook, well, you know, I wonder how else we would, by writing letters, I guess. So, but in because of Facebook too, I think a lot of people put aside the fact that they don't have to call anymore because it's Facebook. And so, but anyways, but that's okay. Once you see each other, like the other day, the girls and I from our high school got together, and it was just nice. It was really good. You didn't feel like, okay, now you want to come talk to me. No, it wasn't that type of meeting. It was a real good. I really enjoyed seeing them, even though we have each other on Facebook. But meeting new people, um, and expecting. So the reason why I bring this up is because I wanted my topic today to be about jealousy. So I'm very skeptical of who come inside my house. I believe in bad spirit. People come in your house, they have a bad eye, they watch your stuff, they watch what you have, they watch your husband, they watch your family, they watch how good you get along, and they're jealous. Or they're jealous what you have, they're jealous what you're doing, and that's not the way to be in life. What you have today as a blessing, you should always be grateful for it. And it really bothers me when people envy you for it. But just be careful of um, who you allow in your life, um, who you tell your business to. And I believe that my business are basically just told to my husband. Yeah, I talk to my sister about certain things, but nothing that I wouldn't tell my husband, of course. Currently, I'm filing the nail bed to roughen it up a little bit, which is also helping taking off the previous nail polish that's still on there. Yeah, so basically, so like what I would share with anyone out there is nothing. I mean, I would also share with my husband, but For me personally, I'm. It's hard to find friends that's sincere. Don't be my friend and secretly envy me or secretly have issues with me. Um, I'm a person. I always trying to find way to better myself, improve on what I have, improve on what I like. Like I love doing manicure and pedicure since I was done with high school. But my dad, oh, this is the orly bonder, which is gonna cause the polish to stay a lot longer on her feet. But I wanted to do cosmetology. Well, mainly just nails, but back then I guess was more cosmetology, and I was told no. So I ended up going to college, getting my AA, then my BA, and then recently I got my license to do manicure, to be a manicurist. But I've, you know, I've been practicing and having people to help me practice, and I'm so grateful for everyone that's always in my life to allow me to grow. And based on them, I'm able to learn so much. Of one person, I'm able to learn. It's ridiculous what I have learned through practicing, of course, and through YouTube. But I just feel that whatever that I would like to do with this, I just keep it within myself, because I always believe that, I was told, like, they say that if you want to see who your enemy are, tell them your dream. Well, I don't have time to figure out who my enemies are. I don't want to tell people my dream, because most people think that they could tell you what to do when do you have a dream. But anyways, um, when it comes to people on a whole, I guard myself. I used to have, a lot of friends around because my kids, I meet people at the recs, I meet people through school. And what I've learned, even from my son's elementary school, what I've learned is that people sucks. They truly suck and they're not sincere. And you could be this one person. Like I had a friend, and the friend was like, another person told them like, oh my God, Tracy's crazy, blah blah blah. They're like, Tracy, Tracy I know. And they're like, yes. I go, what did you do? Because that's not who Tracy is. I have a good side, but I have a side that I don't tolerate much, because there's no need for it. There's no need for me to be sincere to you, good to you, and at the end of the day, you bring BS to me, and I'll let you know. I'm not the type to stay quiet. But I warn my kids and let them know about friends, that it's overrated. It's good to have people in your life, but people will sabotage you. They're not your true friend. And later on, when you already find out what they're capable of doing, you're already close to them and it hurts. So, but anyways, friends, or not friends, just even people. It's so frustrating how people are so dishonest and so they're just not sincere. And I am a person where I pray on everything and anything. So before I do anything, I pray on it. And honestly, like sometimes I don't see the answer right away, but later on I'm like, oh, that's why that happened. But just be careful who you bring into your house, who you bring into your life. And if you find someone that maybe you're not BFFs with, but just someone you can trust, and that's one thing I pride myself on being reliable and a good friend, because if you ask me to do something and I agree to it, then guess what? I better get it done. If you tell me to be there at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna be there at 8:50. If you tell me to bring blue, I'm not bringing red. I'm bringing blue. Speaking of blue, don't you love this color? It was such a beautiful color when I decided to use it. I'm like, And the previous the previous manicure was also this client's hands. So I try to kind of give it a matching theme, but not necessarily the same. I don't feel like everything has to match because it's just me. Like my son would be like, Mom, this green and this green, it doesn't match. I'm like, it's green. But anyway, so it's just my little rant for today. I'm going to try and do this in every video, is show you what I'm doing in the video, but also talk about life. And maybe the next one will be relationship. So that's the epic second step, and that allows it to last an extra long time. I have on my, if you saw the blue rose pedicure that I posted previously, I still have it on, so I'm about to change this up this week. But so this time around was friendship. And just remember, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have a true friend in your life. I'm just saying, just be careful, your husband or your wife or your kids, let that be your friend. And I know most people are like, oh no, girl, I need my party on, I need a break. That has never been me. We have kids, and they were young, if we were invited anywhere, kids weren't allowed. We respect that, but we didn't have babysitters, so we didn't go. And right now, since they're older, it's still like, I don't feel right going anywhere without them and leaving them at home. Like, first of all, my husband and I don't club it. We don't, um, we're movies and dinners, and we really don't really do that much dinner. Look at how that's coming out. See, that's how I want the camera to show while I'm doing a pedicure. But that's because I'm holding it. I'm the tripod right there. So you see these right here, these are my mold. That's the mold that I like, one of the mold that I use. So if you see her big toe right now, it was a previous design that I was working on, but I ended up taking it off. But I use the same mold for the next design, which is just the starfish. I got this from AliExpress a while ago, and I'm just using the glitter gel polish in there to create the star. And for the previous manicure, I didn't use molds. I just used the charms that I already had. And that right there is my UV flashlight. And what happens, it cures it enough for me to pop it out, and not long enough just for me to hold the stiffness and be able to put it on her toe, but then I can still form it on her toe so it's not sticking up like just a charm glued to it. So that little lamp right there, I love it. And I love my molds. I'm going to be putting up for back to school some charm that I made via some molds and some just by hand. And yeah, I'll be doing that. But I changed up the design that was original on her feet. I'm like, oh, I don't like this one, so I took it off. Yeah, and so that's what I ended up with right there, with the starfish and the rhinestone. And just simple, but then the color just popped. But thanks for joining me on My Life on a Hill. Please don't forget to subscribe. And remember, it's good to have friends, but just be careful.